Hello students, hope all of you are fit and healthy. Today we are doing an activity which is related to the seeds. We are going to test that how we can do sprouting of these seeds, and we have taken some materials. As you can see here, we have got 2 glass bowls here. Then we are having here the seeds of maize or corn. These are the seeds which are dried of maize. And here we have got seeds of your black gram and seeds of green color, that is of moong. This is your moong seeds which you can see here, these small seeds. So we have taken these different type of seeds, and we have taken here cotton wool. As you see here, these are the cotton wools, and water is taken here. Now why we are doing this activity? Actually this activity is to show you that how these seeds germinate and what happens when they germinate, how the root and shoot system of these seeds grow. So what we will do in this activity is we will take the cotton wool and put the seeds on that, and we will sprinkle water on it. You can see I am sprinkling some water on this. The basic purpose is the cotton should be dipped in water properly, the cotton in which these seeds are kept. So same way I will do in both these seeds. See, these seeds also I am putting inside the cotton, and seeds of gram and moong both are put in the cotton, and then water is sprinkled on this. See, this water is sprinkled like this. Here I am putting now properly water so that the cotton gets soaked in water, as this cotton will only provide water to these seeds. So when we have started this experiment, we should know one thing. First let us see how the seeds are. So when you see the seed, this is the seed of the black gram. So you can see that it has got its 2 parts. Like this is one part of the seed, this is another part of the seed. I hope you are able to see properly. And there is a line in between these seeds. So it shows that it is a dicot seed which has got 2 cotyledons. On the 2 sides of this line are the 2 cotyledons. Same way these seeds of moong, they are also dicot seeds. I hope you are able to see. Actually they are very fine seeds, so it's difficult to understand about these seeds because they are very fine. They also have a line in between them. It shows that these are dicot seeds. I hope you are able to see now the seeds properly. There is a single line and there is a white spot. Here white spot is there from which germination will start, and there is a line. So it is a dicot seed as 2 parts of the seed are there. Now let's check with the seeds of maize. This is a maize seed, and you can see there is no line in between this seed. It's a single dried seed of maize or corn. So it is a monocot seed, and its germination should start from this part, this small part which you are seeing here. So we have started the experiment, and we will sprinkle the water on this cotton on a daily basis, and within 1 week period we will see that what are the changes which occur in these seeds. How they grow, I'll try to show you on a daily basis that what are the changes which are occurring, and finally on the end day we will see what has happened with these seeds and the cotton in which they are kept. So all of you stay tuned, be a part of the channel, share these videos if you like with your friends, and I hope all of you have subscribed to Unique Learning and you are getting wonderful videos, you are liking the videos. So don't forget to give your remarks in the videos. Stay tuned and we will see further what is happening with the seeds. Today let's see the observation of the second day. You can see the moong seeds. They have already sprouted and the white radical part has come out, as you can see in these seeds. These white portions are coming out. That is actually the radical part which has come out of the embryo. And you see first it grows up and then it is going downwards. So let's keep it on this cotton, and cotton is still appears to be wet. Now let's see our black gram seeds. Black gram seed like this has not sprouted. Let's see more seeds. Yes, this has started sprouting. See, the white structure is coming out of this. So as the cotton is still wet, so we can put only very little amount of water if we need. We can just sprinkle the water like this on top of it, and no need to put on this, and we can cover it with a paper like this, because paper is having pores on it, so we can keep it covered. And tomorrow we will see what has happened with this. And we see this is your maize seed or corn seed. So corn seed also, we see the cotton is wet, but when we see the seed has not started as such sprouting yet. So I think it needs more time to sprout. Let's check how much time it will need for sprouting. Seeds have not started sprouting yet. These maize seeds are monocot seeds. I think you remember this. While the seeds of gram and moong, they are the dicot seeds, which I have already explained you how you can understand by the lines which is formed, and two cotyledons are here in this seed. So today you have seen the radical part which has come out of the seed, and I will show you plumule also comes out on this sprouting. So these sprouted seeds are very good for health. They are said to be rich in protein. So they should be provided to children for their growth, because protein is body building nutrient. So let's keep it covered, and this we can keep it, sprinkle it, but as said there is water in that, so I am taking water like this. I am taking water and I am just sprinkling it like this. Little amount of water I will sprinkle in this seed, and I will cover it with paper. Same way I have covered this, same way I will cover it with. You can cover it with either filter paper or tissue paper which you may be having at home, because it is having pores on it, so it will allow the air to enter inside it. As these maize seeds started having fungi in them, fungal growth started in these seeds. So I have removed these seeds which were the old ones, and I have replaced it with some treated seeds. Here you can see these red ones are the treated seeds, and I will sprinkle some water in this like this, because it's monsoon season, so in the atmosphere also there is lots of water vapor, so we do not need much amount of water in these maize. And let's see whether it will germinate or not. For germination of these maize seeds, I will cover it with this. This is the tissue paper which is having holes in it, and I'll allow the air to enter inside it, and I'll keep it at a place where it can germinate properly. That is in one corner of my room. I can keep it in one cupboard. This is the condition of the day 3. You can see these seeds of maize have not sprouted. Their sprouting has not started, these monocot seeds. It has not started sprouting, and we will wait and watch. And let's cover it with this cotton. Maybe it's not having the proper amount of water, that it is not sprouting properly. Now these seeds of moong, you can see they are sprouting very well. From the top you can see some leaf like part is coming out. That is the plumule part, and at the bottom you can see it is going down. It is the radical part, and this is the plumule part, and these are the two cotyledons. They are so clearly visible in this seed. And let's check with this seeds. They have only started sprouting of the black gram. Just sprouting has started. See, this seed has sprouted of black gram, and radical has come out, and moong has sprouted very well. And let's check. Yes, all the moong seeds have sprouted very well. And we will give little amount of water to it. We'll sprinkle some water again, and then this cotton anyways is having lots of water. So every day just from top you have to sprinkle little amount of water and keep it close with your tissue paper. In this I am sprinkling very little amount of water on everyday basis. I have to sprinkle water. This has not sprouted, so I have covered it with cotton, and these seeds have sprouted. So I am just sprinkling very little amount of water on this, and I will cover them with tissue paper and keep it aside. Now it's your day 4th, and we can see the changes in them. What a contrasting difference is there. You see, this maize or corn seeds have not at all germinated. Even though I have used different type of seeds here, this seed had started with this seed, but when it was not germinating, I used some other treated seeds, but they are not germinating as such. You can see it closely. The germination is not visible in these seeds. But when I see this, you can see these moong seeds. They have germinated so well, and it's like big saplings have come out. And when we see from the underside, you can see, wow, it looks so beautiful from the underside. It was difficult to take it out also like this. See here, these seeds have given out on the top their shoots, and the bottom there are the roots or radical part. From the radical part all these roots have come out, and in the top shoot part has come out, and the roots will spread now in this cotton. So let's continue with our experiment for 1 or 2 days more. See here, the first initial leaves have also come, and you can see this. The seed coat is here of the seed. This is the seed from which the leaf is coming. And let's see of gram. Black gram is taking more time than these moong seeds. So in this bowl we will sprinkle some water. From here I have kept it in a water containing plate, as this was being eaten by some ants, as ants depend on these seeds for their food. So it was being eaten by ants, so I have kept it in water containing plate. So I have sprinkled some water on this, both the seeds, and let's continue our activity, and we will see tomorrow what is the level of these seeds and these small saplings. These saplings I can take out and I can grow in my soil also or in some pot. They have developed so much. So it's a wonderful activity. So stay tuned, because everyday basis I am showing you the growth of the sapling and how the roots are coming, shoots have come and all that. So I hope you are enjoying. So stay tuned. Let's see on the 5th day what has happened with our seeds. Oh no, these seeds have still not germinated, and even they have started growing some molds in these seeds. And let's see, these seeds are not germinating at all, so they are very hard seeds. And till now these corn seeds have not germinated, which are the monocot seeds. They have not germinated, and even some these black colored molds or fungi have started growing in these seeds. Now let's see this moong seeds. They look so beautiful with so big saplings have started growing on that. See, all the leaves have come up. Now let's see what is there inside. Yes, wow, wonderful. They have come up on the cotton so wonderfully. Even some black gram seeds are there lying at the bottom and they are germinating. Some black gram seeds are there on the back side also, and you see how the saplings have taken this part of the cotton. The roots have all entangled themselves on this cotton, and let's see how it will grow further, and then we will try to remove the cotton. See, roots have all entangled the cotton here. So this activity is a very wonderful activity, and you can also do this activity at your homes and try it out. So stay tuned till the end and let's see how to remove the cotton from these roots of moong and black gram. And let's put these black gram seeds on top so that they take the cotton as a soil. And we are continuously sprinkling water on this. So it's kept in a water containing plate so that no ants or insects eat it. I am sprinkling regularly water, but then also these mustard seeds are not sprouting. Sorry, it's not mustard seed. Corn seeds, they are not sprouting, while the moong and this black gram seeds, they are sprouting properly, and even small saplings have come which look so wonderful. So we will see for few more days, and then we will try to take out the cotton from in between the roots of these plants. So stay tuned till the end and let's see the change. Yeah, welcome students. See, this is the 6th day. On the 6th day, how does your seeds look? You see, still these seeds of your corns, they have still not germinated. In fact, they have become very dry also, and some fungi has started growing on them, and this cotton is also not looking so healthy. So I am regularly sprinkling water on it. Let me sprinkle more water from this plate itself in which I have kept. And this, you see, this is your moong seed and gram seed. How wonderful it looks with so many big saplings of moong are there. And then you see on the bottom, how does the cotton look? The roots of the plant are growing on this cotton, and this is your gram seed. Some of the gram seeds are germinating here on this side, which were there at the bottom. They started germinating here. So let me put them on the top, and these, you see, they have considered this cotton as the soil and they are growing on the cotton. So tomorrow will be our final 1 week period, and then we will see that how we can remove this cotton from these roots of these plants. So stay tuned and enjoy learning from your own channel, that is Unique Learning. Be a part of the channel, subscribe and share the videos with your friends, with those friends who are not able to get these wonderful videos based on activities, based on science, maths and English, and even some videos which are motivating you. So stay tuned and let's see what will happen on the 7th day of your seeds. And we will sprinkle water in these seeds also. I have kept it in a water containing plate because I saw that some ants are trying to eat these seeds. So that is the reason that some of the seeds in the field, when we sow, they do not germinate, because these ants and some other pests, they may be eating those seeds. So I have kept these seeds in water. So in the water actually the ants will die. That is the purpose. And I am regularly sprinkling water in these seeds so as to prevent drying of these seeds. So let's see tomorrow what happens. See the wonderful growth which has occurred of these plants. Still these have not germinated, that is corn seeds have not germinated, while these moong plants have become so big. And let's check their roots. They have almost become grounded here, means they are attached to this. Wow, wonderful. It looks wonderful. And let us check tomorrow how it looks. We will just sprinkle little more water on these. This is kept in water container. So I have sprinkled little more water every day as I am doing, and tomorrow we will check how it looks. Students, you see all these seeds of maize, they have not at all germinated. The cotton is having water also, even though I have kept it for 7 to 8 days. They have not germinated and black colored fungal growth has started. So the experiment has failed here, but here in this you can see the gram seeds have germinated and they have become like this. Even rotting has started because excess water is there in this cotton now. Now these plants, how they have hold on to this cotton, you can see I have to stretch out the cotton, and then also I am not able to take out the plants from this because they are holding on to the cotton. So they have considered the cotton as the soil and they have spread the roots on this. And you see the good growth of moong seeds, and black gram seeds has also occurred, but black gram growth is less and they have not hold on to this cotton. So by this experiment, I hope you can understand that how much soil is important for the plants, because soil is, they are holding on to the soil, and roots are very, very important. Most important thing is the roots, they firmly hold on to the soil. So they help in keeping the plant intact at a place. And soil erosion is also prevented because of these plants, because their roots are holding on to the soil. When fungal growth has started in these and they are still not germinated, not even a single seed of corn has germinated. So in this the experiment was not at all successful with these corn seeds. Now let's see these seeds of moong. Actually by keeping these plants without soil, the condition is not very good, and you can see water was put, so some rotting has also started. So I cannot keep it for longer period of time. These are the seeds of black gram which have germinated like this. So now let's see these seeds, they have germinated well, seedlings have come up and their radical part has gone down. and here in the cotton it has spread out its roots. So if I try to separate the roots of this from the cotton, now it's very difficult because you see how it has held on to the roots. The plants are holding on to the roots and it is very difficult now to separate these plants from these roots. I'll have to forcefully take them out from the roots, then only they will come out. So that is the same situation of the plants in the soil. When the plants are in the soil, then they generally do not come out easily. So soil cover and plant cover is very much important. Plants hold on to the soil, so that way soil erosion is prevented. In flooding and case of wind, the soil will not be flown away because of these roots holding on to the soil. So many things are proved by this experiment. That is, roots are very important. Importance of roots is realized for the plants as well as the soil, because they hold on to the soil and they do not allow the soil erosion. And roots are important for the plant because they hold the plant firmly at a place and give strength to the plant. Also try out at your homes, and it's a wonderful experiment which can be easily done at homes. So stay tuned. I hope all of you have subscribed to the channel and you are a part of the channel. You are liking the videos. Don't forget to give your shares, give your likes and give your remarks. So thank you. Happy learning.